No way they just slowed this down. Bro.
Hi, this is me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, it's a long story.
Fue un accidente.
Hello. Hi. How you doing? How are you? I'm doing very well. My name is Keith. I did some sound design on the new LILI film, which is, it was a lot of fun to work on. I want to show people kind of what went on here. I work in Ableton. I live in New Jersey. I know some of the cool people who worked on the film. Primarily Anthony King. Shout out to him. Always pulling through with some cool projects and cool stuff. Always killing it. We're just gonna hop right in here and we're gonna take a look at some of this intro sound. Let's hop into Ableton. Let's look at some of the stuff that went on here. All these tiny little files are sort of all the different sounds that I utilized. So you can see it's like 15 layers or so. Let's see, 10 to 29, 19 layers. So I guess we'll just start from the top and we'll work our way down. Sorry, I love this song, dude. So this first sound in here is this car sound. Is like when the car is pulling up. And I think I just got that off of Free Sounds, freesounds.org. If you need to find free sounds, you just make an account and it's free. And then the car door opens. So then we have these car door opening sounds. They're from some like free Oculus pack that I got one at some point. One of my friends must have given it to me, so that's cool. Oh my god, you can see how quiet the sound is. It's like, it's barely anything. It's that, okay. That's kind of hard actually. Yeah. Bars. Ooh. Kill him. Whoa. Yeah. Anyways, and then the door closes. So those are the two car sounds. Easy peasy. Car pulls up, gets out, drives away. I could have done footsteps, but I feel like it was so far away that I didn't want to put footsteps. Between you and me, footsteps. We hate footsteps. You have to be like, what kind of shoes are they wearing? What kind of floor are they stepping on? Is it a big room? Is it a small room? Is it outside? I don't have time for all that. They sound really fake if you do them bad. If you can avoid footsteps, do it. This one's really cool. The ambience, right? That sort of nighttime ambience. This is some nighttime ambience, right? I'll turn it up so you can hear it. Or the name of this file is just Road Trip Vegas Ambience Night City. I was literally in Vegas 2 years ago now. That's crazy. Something like that. Just on a road trip with my friends, and I took my microphone and I recorded a lot of sounds, and this was one of them, and so I got to put it in the LILI film. So this intro sound that you're hearing, that's me in Vegas, so that's kind of fun. Oh, this is her opening the door. I think I found this on Splice. So it's the sound of a train door opening, but I was like, train doors are big and metal, that's like close enough. And then another one from Splice. This one has a really cool end. A big metal door opening. Very pleasant and pleasing to the ears, as we all know. And then it closes. And I made the close really quiet because I was like, if it goes like this, I felt like it was going to be too obnoxious. I felt like it was going to take away, because that's exactly when the title card hits. Funny, I watched a lot of React videos and I was like, I wonder if anyone's going to comment on my sound design. And no one did. It actually means that I did a good job, because like, you shouldn't think about it. We want to keep it subtle. We want to not notice the sound. I'm not upset, I swear.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
Then there's another ambience that comes in. This sound happens at the same time as the door. That's the title card sound. Where is it from? Oh, it was an Omnisphere sound. There's this area in Omnisphere called Noisescapes, right? And it's basically just like, you can see like, ooh, that's creepy. Or like, ooh, that's creepy. And I'm not sure, I really wish that I had written down which one I used. I think that would have been some fun trivia. Then the ambience switches to this. I'll turn it on. So this is really subtle in the background. It's like this loud. I think it's another one from Splice. Splice is a great program. I recommend it. It's like, what is it, $8 a month or something like that, and you get like 200 credits or something like. I don't know, but I got it. Use it all the time. Then the other sound that's sort of happening underneath here. I'll turn it up again. So that's kind of the main sound that drives the scene when she walks into the sort of casino area. Basically, I just took the main sound and I reversed it and I slowed it down. So like this right here. I took it and I went reverse. Yeah. I went reverse. And I slowed it down by a bunch. I put like a bunch of reverb on it. And then I did like a bunch of other processing, and the end result was this really cool sort of soundscape. I did it in a different key too. I think maybe a whole step down. It's just the main guitar sample, but slowed down and reversed. So you can hear the guitar coming in early. So it transitions. And you combine that with the other sort of layers that I put in. The whole guitar thing is like, you just have this one note, bow, and it starts the whole song. So it's like, how do you make that smooth instead of sort of more, not harsh, but like immediate? What else do we have in here? Some more ambience, because I just love ambience. Talking, again, I turned it up, but I have some distortion on it from Decapitator. I have like an auto filter. This is the part of the video where they're like around the poker table, and so I looked up on YouTube. I was like, poker tournament, and I found a really cool, just quiet talking, you know. And I distorted it, and then I put a filter, and then I put small room reverb on it. So it sounds distorted and small and far away in a way. Then on the shots where it kind of shows the different individual people in the room. And this is a really cool one. I love this one. A clock ticking sound with some delay and some reverb and some bunch of stuff. Without all that stuff, it sounds like this. So actually pretty bad. A little delay on that. So you can hear the kind of tick tock. Huge reverb, like 5.5 second reverb. Pretty much half and half on the dry wet, and then just a little filtering. And then I have like 8 or 9 different like tiny little sounds. Ba 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 ba. But that's cool. So they all kind of work together and like grow together. And then you combine that with the reverse sounds, with the card shuffling sounds, with the clock sounds, with the ambience and the ladies and the this and the that. You get this sort of big reverse like choir of different sounds that lead you into the song. And that's it. That's it for the intro. But the intro was not my favorite. The intro was my, well, one of the 2 things I did, I guess it makes it my second favorite. People were more into the remix. Do-do-do-do mano, yeah. I look for the modern ghetto, yeah. The Destiny Rogers song, Tomboy, is so good that I was like, well, if there's a credits thing and it's like a slow sort of cinematic, like, we're kind of, whoops, spoilers. We're kind of like back into the vibe of it. I'll just get into it. I'll just go one layer at a time like I did before. She's walking away, and then you get the you get the shwoomp. Again, reverse sounds. Always use reverse sounds. ESM, cinematic, windy, sub, rise, whoosh, reveal, accent, movie. So again, they just use these keywords too on like splice and stuff like that. Like, I added a auto filter with some automation. So I cut out the low end and I slowly brought it in. I added this auto filter just to like slowly add the low end. And then we have a high one too, right? Oh, this is what I did. Remember that pink sound that was muted? This is what I did with it. I put it in here. Just so it sounded more crunchy. It's a crunchy sound. It's like... Yeah, and then we just get straight into the remix. I took the song, and what did I do with it? Whoa! Bars! Yeah. Okay, so let's turn off all the different effects and see kind of how I got here. I forgot we had so many effects. So first things first is I slowed it down. Okay, so that's it slowed down, right? I stretched it, I slowed it, you get the point. Then I turned it down 4 semitones, also known as a major third if you're a big music nerd. So there's it lower, we love that. And then I'm like, okay, it sounds too clean. I want it to sound dirty, I want it to sound kind of far away. I cut off all the high end. Gone, get out of here. Then I put this distortion plugin on it. I didn't put on too much because I didn't want it to be like that would be too much, right? Okay, so we put on just enough to sort of sound crunchy. And then I took out the highs of that again. Then I found some frequency. There were some frequencies in here that I just didn't like, and it was like these ones. So I turned them down. So it's basically taking out more high end. And then I found some more frequencies I didn't like. Like if I had left those in, listen to that. Too much. I took those out. Then I have it in a group where I put a vinyl effect on it, which sort of makes it sound like old. Also, love the interface on this thing. So at this point, you kind of like lose all of the low bass and all of the like high-end crispiness, but you get this nice meaty mid-range of like... Do I even have a reverb on it yet? I don't even have a reverb on it yet, but it sounds really reverby. Finding more frequencies I don't like and do like. I put way too many EQs on stuff nowadays. This is where I put the reverb on. And then I just do some more EQ stuff, so that's the core of the remix. Again, you just see me blast in these frequencies out of here. I don't even know if it, there's no consistency, I just kind of go. And then what? Then I wanted a siren. That was actually one of the first things. I'll tell you this, I don't think I can tell you a lot, but I can tell you this. When Anthony told me about the ending, he was like, yeah, and he has a really low voice, so I'm gonna try to do my best to go.
There could be some police sirens or something far away, like she did some crazy shit.
And I was like, okay, cool, police sirens. So I put some police sirens in here. They're really quiet, really subtle, and I ran them through the same processing as the Destiny Rogers Tomboy remix sort of core file. So it's got the same kind of distortion and reverb and stuff. Then I took this vinyl sound and I'll turn it up. I'll turn it way up because it's so quiet. So if you can hear that, that's kind of like... It's going on the whole time. Again, it's the same thing like ambience, right? Like a record sound kind of makes it feel old and crunchy, and they did it in the black and white with the old school movie cinematic kind of thing. Let's just put those 3 things together, right? This is the core of the remix, and I think I started with this. But then I was like, I took out a little bit too much of the stuff that makes you go like, when you hear something. So I put a drum on it. Drum track, and this is from Cymatics. I love Cymatics. Whoa. So this is it without anything. Needs to feel big, needs to feel cinematic, needs to feel epic. Reverb makes things big. There's other things you can do, but a lot of times when you use reverb, it's to make something feel bigger. Off the bat, first thing I do, look at this filter. 718 hertz. By the way, 718 is my birthday. Without the filter. But with the filter, You can't even hear the hi-hats anymore. It's so good. And then I'm like, it took a little bit of something out, so I put some compression on to sort of make everything more volume-wise. It's a pretty subtle effect. But then I put more reverb on it. On the whole thing, not just the snare. And then I put another filter. I just want it to feel buried. I want it to feel quiet. But the kick has to come through so I don't take out any low end on this. Then I have this thing. This siren is really cool. Again, cymatics coming through every time with cool free sounds. But again, I have... Oh, another free plugin. The world is full of free stuff. I love it. Valhalla Supermassive is a sort of combination delay and reverb. So without that... It actually sounds still pretty reverby, because I think I have another reverb on it. Oh, maybe not. Whatever. But you can just hear how long it makes it last. It makes it last like it makes it sound like it's lasting forever. Like it's still going. Really quiet, but you can hear it. And then the only other thing I have underneath is a trap, some kind of 808. Again, I think I got this from Splice as well. Beefy bean burrito. Honestly, kind of hits. But I have it this quiet. It's really subtle. It's like a feeling. I didn't want it to be like bass boosted. So that's the bass boosted version, but we're not gonna do that. So yeah, I think that's everything. 30 different sounds made up the intro and the outro. That's pretty much it. Yeah. No! Occam, do you want to edit this video?